Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. This guy right here is Evil Mike, or Mike if you prefer, and this is going to be my new comic book pickups from December 14, 2022. It's going to be a part 1. I only picked up about half my stash. It is a huge week. I want to say altogether it was like 130, but don't tell nobody. Nah. Let's see. I want to say my comic shop, Mutiny Cafe here in Colorado, does an outstanding job. But he did fail me this week on one book. I'm not sure if it was due to shipment errors or, I don't know. But I wasn't able to get Specs issue number 2. It just wasn't there. Everything else is in my box, and I had some specifics. They didn't have some covers I wanted, but I don't get hung up on that. So without further ado, before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell on. You never know when I'm dropping videos, reviews, my pickups. And if you see any books that I'm about to feature and you'd like me to review them, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will make sure to get the reviews out. First up, we got from Opus Comics. It's Eternal Descent, issue number 2, by my boy Michael Morrissey. He's the guy who's writing Barbaric. First issue was okay. I'm kind of looking forward to the second issue. See, a bunch of these are kind of second and third issues. A big one on my list, this one had 2 stars, but this is DC Comics Danger Street, issue number 1. Is Tom King, and he is taking like 4 characters that are not so known, or they haven't been used recently, and he's kind of bringing them back. The ones I know are like Metamorpho, Warlord. I think Dr. Fate's in here, but he's one of the more known. But this is definitely getting reviewed, hopefully. Image Comics, we got Dark Ride, issue number 3. This has been a fantastic book so far. And just like every other book, the paper and quality of this book is fantastic. Some Joshua Williamson, another book that had double stars on it. This is Image Comics, Two Graves, issue number 2. I'm really excited about this one. I really get excited when I'm into that first issue and I want to see where the story goes. So a lot of these, that's where they're at, especially this one and the next one coming up. Image Comics, we got Gospel, issue number 2. Actually, while reading the first one, I was kind of taken back because it turned out to be a more religious style story than I was kind of ready for. But the ending had a great hook, so I'm kind of hoping that this turns out to be a good read. Oh, you never know. Returning from, I want to say like a 2-month hiatus, I don't know. But we got Boom Studios, Grimm, issue number 6. I went with cover A, and I did have a couple different variant cover options, but I just liked that, it's got both sides of her. I thought that was pretty dope. A book that I wasn't sure I was going to pick up. I'm not really that indebted in this character, but for some reason when I got into this character, this new character was popping up and I really got into her. But that is Red Sonja, Hell Sonja, issue number 1. And ever since I read from Sonjaverse, the little bit that I did read, I wasn't able to finish the series, but I did read the first like 4 issues or something like that. I really got into Hell Sonja. I thought she was pretty cool. This was not on my list, but I'm glad that it was there and readily available. They actually had quite a bit of copies of these. But this is the facsimile edition of Ultimate Comics. What is it? The all-new Spider-Man issue number 1. I think that's when Miles first got his first solo series. His first appearance, of course, is Ultimate Fallout issue number 2. But me being new to Miles, it's always a nice grab when you can go back and read the original source. I did not review this, but I have read the first 3 parts of it, but Dark Web has been fantastic so far. The first issue ended at a cliffhanger that spoke to this 90s guy like you wouldn't believe. I actually dropped the comic and ran to show it to my brother because he's a huge Venom fan. But this is Dark Web, Marvel, X-Men issue number 1. This is going to be the Madeline Pryor side of the story, I'm assuming. or it could be the catalysm and he's going that way and she's going the other way. This I could not believe I got. I didn't get a lot of the covers that I wanted. This was not on my list as far as covers go. The book is, but this is Deadpool issue number 2, the Peach Momoko variant. Since she's become bigger and more popular, it's harder to get a lot of her variants, so I was happy to grab this one. I do love this cover, and I love a lot of things, like the fact that she blacked out, you know, the Deadpool, and he's just dead now. That's fantastic cover. Next up, following that trend, we got Marvel Comics ASM Amazing Spider-Man, and this is the Dark Web continuation. This is ASM 15. Just happy to finally get this in my box. I was not able to get a bunch of these. DC Comics, we got Batgirls issue number 13. Big fan of Batgirls. This one I was actually not going to pick up. I heard the synopsis. I know everybody's flipping out for it. And it's really due to the price point. But honestly, if you listen to the synopsis, it just sounds like Morbius. Which I'm actually a fan of Morbius. I love vampires. So, I mean, it was there. And I mean, Mark Millar's okay. I do like the art on the book, so I went ahead and picked it up. But that is Image Comics Nightclub for $1.99, issue number 1. I went with the black and white, kind of semi-black and white variant. I kind of dug it more than the, especially with it being vampires and stuff. Another one that needs to get a shout out that I haven't seen a lot of people talking about. I'm not a Nemesis fan at all. I've never read anything from Nemesis. But the fact that Jorge Jimenez is going to be doing the art on this book, I think it's a very high suggestion. It's his first book outside of DC in a long time. A big book on everybody's list. I'm actually picking up two of the covers. I'm picking up the A and the B. But that is Image Comics and DC Comics Batman Spawn. It's titled as a number 1, but it's just a one-shot unless Image does what they did last time. A Greg Capullo cover, and the other cover I got is just the reflection. It's just Spawn over here and Batman over here. I had a lot of different options on variants. My store actually did a midnight release last night. That's why I'm picking up my comics today, because he dropped everything last night. There was a bunch of cool covers that I could have picked up, but of course they just go up in price, and I was like, I'm good with A and B. Another big book that should be on a lot of people's list. I know it's pricey, but everybody knows this guy's art. But this is Boom Studios' A Vicious Cycle, issue number 1. It is in a magazine format, but this is Lee Bergimo's work. The whole book is his art. I did kind of manage to kind of skim through it. I haven't read anything, but his art is a little different in this book that I'm used to. Maybe some other folks out there are, but he kind of switches back and forth to his realism like this, and then he kind of does this like cartoony stuff, and it's not bad. It's just like his other art. But for me, it was kind of new seeing him not do everything like this, everything like photorealistic, kind of like Alex Ross. But that is my pickups from this week. Like I said, this is a part 1. I can mention some of the things that are still in my box. I did go through and pick all the covers and stuff like that. But I've kind of picked up all the ones that I want to review and the ones I'm more excited about reading. It's not to say the ones I left in my box are any less, cool, or no, it's just these are the ones that I want to get to and read and review for you fine folks out there, kind of thing. But some big ones to know: Wonder Woman 794. I did grab the holiday variant. Crashing number 4. Starhenge number 6, 10,000 Black Feathers number 4. I'm not going to go into all of them, so that way you can come back and watch my next video, you know what I'm saying? But I did grab some other stuff. I will say that there was supposed to be some variant covers that I was really excited about, but I didn't get them. But that would have been the Dark Ride Spawn variant. Starhenge, the Spawn variant, I wasn't able to get that one. I did get the issue, I just didn't get that variant. And I think those are the only 2 variants specifically I wanted. I did want the Wonder Woman holiday variant. I could have got the Bartel. I could have gotten it had a ton of covers. But that is my pickups from this week. I will be dropping reviews on some, like the Vicious Circle. And I think I said cycle earlier. It's a vicious circle. Batman, Spawn, yeah, you know, some of the ones I've already started, but if there's something in here that you specifically want to review, I'm not reviewing everything, just, you know, on time saver and the fact that I just don't have the like video time that I used to have before. I am reading everything I'm picking up, but I'm just not reviewing everything unless I get a, you know, suggestion or something like that, a request. Hey, but I want to thank everybody for watching my videos, for all the likes, the comments, everything I'll do for this channel helps this guy immensely. That's why I started this channel, the interaction between people, bringing stories to people's lives, that kind of stuff. I come from pretty poor background, so that's kind of my idea was, you know, hey, you know, I wish there was some guy on YouTube that was just showing comics off, and that's what I do. Y'all have a great week. I hope everybody out there gets out there and supports those local comic book shops, supports these comic companies. Pick up everything you can. I want to see somebody with a set of these Batman and Spawn comics. You know what I'm saying? Alright, that's all I got for you. Alright, bye.